Hello students, the topic for today's lecture is prokaryote structure and organization. Now as you all know that R.H. Whitaker in 1969 gave a 5-kingdom system of classification. These 5 are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. These are unicellular prokaryotes and these are multicellular eukaryotes. Then this slide lists characteristics of prokaryotes and eukaryotes कि prokaryotes और eukaryotes में क्या differences होते हैं in relation to size, general characteristics and all these regarding all these factors. And this is the diagram of a prokaryotic cell and this is the diagram of eukaryotic cell, and we can very clearly see how less developed is prokaryotic cell and how very well developed is eukaryotic cell. Now we have to study structure of prokaryotic cell, और यहाँ पर भी to be precise we have to study structure of bacterial cell. Now first size. Size of bacterial cell, range of size of bacterial cell is approximately 0.5 to 1 microns in diameter, and different types of bacteria are found in different sizes. So size is varying in bacteria, and coccus or round bacteria are generally 0.5 to 2.5 microns in diameter, and bacillus or rod-shaped bacteria are bigger in size because of their shape than coccus, and they are around 0.3 to 15 micrometers long in length and 0.2 to 2 micrometers wide. And E. coli are 1 to 3 microns long and they have got diameter of 4 to 7 microns. Largest bacteria Thyophysa volutens has a diameter of 18 microns. So see how varied is the range of size in bacteria. Now we come to shape of bacteria. Bacteria are found in different shapes. Rod shaped or elongated, they are called as bacillus, and round shaped, which are called as coccus. So basically if we talk of shape, bacteria can be classified into 2 categories, bacillus and coccus, and these are patterns of arrangement which we will be discussing in the next slide. Now this slide shows patterns of arrangement of bacterial cell. Before studying these patterns, let me tell you one thing, that shape of bacterial cell depends on the shape of its cell wall, and pattern of arrangement depends on how separation or how binary fission is taking place, in which direction, and how the cells which have divided, they are staying, in which shape they are staying. That is why they are called as patterns of arrangement, because bacteria is a unicellular organism and rarely it is seen single. It is usually seen in pair and in groups. And in groups, whatever is the arrangement of the cell, we have given, scientists have given that name to that arrangement. So, and these are colonies. So bacteria being unicellular, it lives in colonies or it lives in groups, and those groups, they take certain shape like this or this or this, and that is the name, whatever is the shape, that is the name which has been given to their arrangement. So this is meant by patterns of arrangement. So first we see, this is bacillus or rod-shaped bacteria. This is single rod-shaped bacteria or single bacillus. This is single coccus, and this is pair of bacillus and this is pair of coccus. तो जब पेयर की बात करते हैं, it is called as diplobacillus or diplococcus. Then this is single, these are 2 and these are 4 or more than 4. 4 bacillus when arranged in chain or number of bacilli when arranged in chain, they are called as streptobacilli. Strepto means chain. They are called as streptococcus because they are coccus bacteria. At times, four coccus may be arranged like this, which is called as tetrad. Then this is a cluster of staphylococcus. This looks like bunch of grapes, so we are calling it as staphylococcus. This is streptobacillus, this is streptococcus, and this is staphylococcus. So these are the patterns of arrangement of bacillus and coccus bacteria, which depends on plane of cell division. Then apart from bacillus and coccus, there are certain other shapes of bacteria. Spiral bacteria, it is called as spirillum, and vibrio, that is comma shaped bacteria. This is diagrammatic representation. This is actually photographs of bacterial cell. These are bacillus, these are coccus अगर हम ध्यान से देखें, and these are spiral bacteria. These are the stained slides of different shapes of bacteria. Now we come to, having discussed size, shape and patterns of arrangement, now we come to components of bacterial cell or structure of prokaryotic cell. Looking at this diagram, we can see these following structures present in bacterial cell. Starting from outer to inside, if we talk, outermost are these projections which we can see. These are flagella, pili and fimbriae. Then as we go inside, these are layers of bacterial cell. This outer is cell envelope, and this cell envelope consists of capsule, cell wall and plasma membrane. Then we come to inside. This is nucleoid and this is cytoplasm, and it is having inclusion bodies and plasmids. So this is prokaryotic organization in which we will be discussing all these structures in detail. Now, first of all, cell envelope. Like I said in the last slide, cell envelope is the outer covering of bacterial cell, and it consists of three components: glycocalyx, cell wall and cell membrane. We will discuss glycocalyx first. Glycocalyx, as the name indicates, is made up of carbohydrates. Commonly it is also called as capsule. और ये एक म्यूसिलेजिनस शीट होती है जो कि आउटर मोस्ट लेयर ऑफ सेल एनवेलप है, एंड इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ नॉन सेल्यूलोजिक पॉलीसेक्राइड्स विद और विदाउट प्रोटीन. ये जो ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स है, इट में अकर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ लूज शीट. अगर ये ऐसे लूज शीट के फॉर्म में होती है तब इट इज कॉल्ड एज स्लाइम लेयर which is gelatinous physically, and if glycocalyx is thick and tough, then it is called as capsule. And glycocalyx, it gives sticky character to the cell. It is not absolutely essential for survival of bacteria. ये एक एडिशनल स्ट्रक्चर है जो कि बैक्टीरिया को एडवांटेजेस देता है, and it is not necessary for survival of bacteria. Now, functions of cell envelope. Slime जो है present होता है, it protects the cell against drying. Outer जो layer है वो obviously उसका first and primary function is protection. उसके अलावा it protects against drying. Then Slime also helps to trap nutrients near the cell wall and it binds the cell together. Slime may also help bacteria to adhere to the objects both in vivo and in vitro. तो अगर outer cell envelope, जिसको हमने glycocalyx कहा, if it is loosely arranged then we are calling it slime, and slime के are these two functions. फिर if it is thick and tough तो it is called as capsule, और capsule जैसा name indicates that everything, it is the outer layer and everything else is inside it. तो ये thick and tough होता है. It prevents bacteria from getting phagocytized and thereby acting as anti-phagocytic in nature. Then capsule consists of high molecular weight polysaccharides that make bacteria very slippery and difficult for WBCs to phagocytosize. तो यहाँ पर हम कह सकते हैं कि it helps bacteria या it contributes to the pathogenicity of bacteria. तो ऐसा देखा गया है कि most of the pathogenic bacteria are capsulated, and जिसमें कैप्सूल नहीं होता है those bacteria are called as non-capsulated. तो most of the pathogenic bacteria are capsulated because capsule उनको इस तरह से help करती है in attachment. Then it helps bacteria to adhere to other surfaces also, camouflages the bacteria from the immune system and makes bacteria resistant to complement invasiveness. तो ये जो दोनों points हैं, they all, in short we can say it contributes to pathogenicity of bacterial cell. Then capsule protects the cell from desiccation and prevents it from the attack of toxic metabolites in the environment, and it helps bacterial cell to establish itself and cause infection, and the bacteria, they take the help of the capsule to adhere to the cell and mucous membrane. Now second in cell envelope is cell wall. Cell wall is a rigid solid covering which provides shape and structural support to the cell. It lies between plasma membrane and glycocalyx. Periplasmic space occurs between plasma membrane and cell wall, and cell wall protects bacterial cell against bursting in hypotonic solution. We will be discussing structure of cell wall in a separate lecture. Now third layer is plasma membrane. You all know the structure of plasma membrane. So plasma membrane is selectively permeable covering of cytoplasm and it forms innermost component of cell envelope. Bacterial plasma membrane या plasma lemma भी उसको कहा जाता है. Its structure is similar to that of a typical membrane, and it is made up of a phospholipid layer having various types of proteins, extrinsic, integral proteins. It holds receptor molecules for detection, and it is metabolically active because it takes part in respiration, synthesis of lipids and cell wall components. This slide shows structure of plasma membrane in detail. Now this arrangement or this structure of plasma membrane shows presence of proteins and lipids. These are integral proteins, these are peripheral proteins, then these are surface proteins, and these are glycoproteins. These are protein channels. These are glycolipids, and this is hydrophilic end, and this is hydrophobic end. This is phospholipid bilayer. So this is a detailed structure of plasma membrane. Thank you.